Welcome to Southern Country, Matt.
Well, thank you for having me today. I really appreciate y'all wanting me to have me on the show.
I saw you last night with the kids on Bluegrass, and I said, we got to have you on the show if I can find you in the crowd here, and by golly, we found you, and here you are.
Yeah, well, I'm here. Well, it was a fun show we did last night. You know, it was about 30 kids, I guess. You know, we all get together. They have it every year at IBMA, and we all get together and we do a showcase of some of the best youth players in the whole thing. So, you know, it was a really good experience. You know, I'm 17, so this is the last year I can do it, because at 18 you can't do it anymore. So, you know, but it was nice to be able to do it for 1 year, you know. But I have some friends that'll be doing it for a while to come, so, you know, I'm happy for them to get to have that exposure, you know. And, you know, it's nice to have, you know, just nice to be able to have everybody to have exposure, you know. So
Kids are amazing here.
They are very amazing. I have been, you know, I've been around this music since I was a little kid, and, you know, I was just so impressed with some of these kids. It's just unreal, their ages and what they're doing, you know.
They play them all the instruments.
Oh, yeah.
One kid can play all the instruments.
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing. How long have you been playing banjo?
I've been playing banjo. Well, I've been interested in banjo since probably about 8 or 9 years old, and when I was 10 years old, I'd finally saved up enough money. I paid $100 for my first banjo. And then when I was 12, after I'd been playing for a couple of years, you know, my family kind of realized they bought me another banjo, which was a Stelling that I played for 5 years until I just finished this new banjo that I built and just completed a couple of weeks ago.
Talk to me about that, how you built a banjo. I never had anybody sitting next to me that physically built one.
Well,
you know. It comes in a kit, in a box?
No, it's not.
Assembly required?
Well, yeah, lots of assembly required.
Said that, but.
Yeah, you know, really, it's you know, I do a lot of business with First Quality Music Supplies in Louisville, Kentucky, and they supplied me with this fine maple neck. They have a CNC machine that will cut out a neck, and they installed all this pearl, put my name in there, and most of these parts you see came from First Quality Music. And I bought the resonator from Steve Gill from Gill Manufacturing in Chicago, and you know, you just kind of have it all together. And I had this part, and I had it assembled with another banjo for a long time, but I'd had these two pieces for probably going on 2 years now. And, you know, I had a good friend, John Gathright, who builds mandolins and guitars in Foreman, Arkansas. He really helped me along with this project and did all the finish work on it and everything. And finally, when it was done, he had finished the neck and everything, and I assembled it together and put it together like it should be and set it up. And I've been playing this particular banjo for about 2 weeks now, and I'm absolutely tickled to death with it.
Now, is there a different sound between banjos?
Oh, of course there is. You know, no two banjos are alike. You might have some that are similar, but you're never going to find one that are alike. I mean, mostly the three woods that are used in banjos, you have mahogany, maple, and walnut. You know, I'm a maple guy. I mean, this is a maple banjo.
You asked for maple wood when you ordered it?
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's all I like to use.
Why would you go with maple as opposed to mahogany?
Because it's a sound preference, you know.
Different.
You're going to get, well, it's not so much helping the sound. You're just going to get different variables depending on the wood you use. Okay. Mahogany is going to have a little mellower tone. This maple's a little bit brighter, and walnut is a little bit. It's kind of in between there. You know, walnut is kind of your ideal wood, but I just like maple because it has a nice bite and bark sound, you know. So, okay. But you know, I was just tickled to death with this banjo, you know, and I have number 2 in progress now. So
another maple?
Yeah, there's another maple banjo. It's a copy of a 1940 Gibson RB75. It was probably one of the last pre-war Gibsons made, and you know, before the beginning of World War II. So. Right. I'm really excited about that project, and again, me and John Gathright, who did the finish work on this one, we are collaborating to do the second banjo, so I can't wait to see how it turns out.
Where are you from?
I'm from Shreveport, Louisiana, up in the northwest corner of the state, you know.
There's a lot of bluegrass music down there?
So, you know, it's not too terribly big, but, you know, it's enough to keep me happy over there.
You always been bluegrass all your life?
Oh, well, since I was about...
Tell the truth here.
Well, I really didn't have an interest in music. Well, I liked piano, and I took piano lessons for probably 4 years or so, from the time I was maybe 6 years old to about 10 when I got my banjo. So, you know, it just kind of worked out like that. But I've always been interested in music since I was a little kid. I was always doing something. I always loved music.
Musical family?
Not at all.
No kidding.
My little brother does play. He plays upright bass, and he just got into it, and he's been playing.
That's not easy to play.
Oh, it's
with the little fingers.
Well, he's not as little. He's not a little brother. He's just a couple of years younger.
Okay.
he's doing fantastic on that. But other than that, really.
You can put a band together down there in Shreveport.
Oh yeah, I actually have two bands.
You have one? Oh,
I have
man.
one in Shreveport, and then we have another one in Texas. So it keeps me pretty busy.
Well, I'll bet. Does banjo music fit into other genres of music other than bluegrass?
Oh yeah, the banjo is a very universal instrument. I mean, you're going to hear, especially people like Bela Fleck and Tony Trischka and people like that. I mean, they take it
places, man.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's
right.
just out of this universe is what they're, But banjo is adaptable to just about anything. I mean, Jens Kruger from the Kruger Brothers. I mean, they do. I've seen YouTube videos. They do work with orchestras and whatnot. I mean, with the banjo and the guitar and their bass man that they have. But usually Jens is sitting there, and he can adapt the banjo to any style of music. And he's been a great influence on me. Sure. Just especially with pushing the banjo to new limits. He's one of the people. I like Bela, but I think Jens is one of those people that really can take it into different genres.
You took lessons to learn?
Yeah, I took lessons for
4 years?
4 years, I believe. So, and then from then I was self-taught.
Self-taught after that, and once you got past the roll, you were flying with the strings already.
Well, actually, they thought, actually it was kind of wasn't really good at it at first, and but eventually it just clicked, and it was one of those things, and this is my most proficient instrument. I can play banjo, bass, guitar, mandolin.
Did I see you play something else last night on the stage, or was it always banjo?
No, I was always on banjo.
Okay.
I can play everything but a fiddle, and sometimes I can mess with a dobro a little bit, but you don't ever want to hear that. But
you swap out instruments when you gig with a band?
Sometimes I'll have to pick up a guitar for a song because I also play fingerstyle guitar too. So
okay.
I'll pick it up, but that's very rare do I ever do that. Mostly it's this banjo because
that baby right there does it all.
Yep, this is that
baby talks, huh?
It does, and I really like
listen
this
to
one.
it.
Well, I make it. I tell it what to say.
There you go. Matt, website. You got a website? Where can they find something out about you?
Oh gosh, I'm on Facebook.
All right. That'll do.
I'm on YouTube.
All right.
I'm on Banjo Hangout.
Okay.
I think that's about it.
Good.
So,
Matt, pick a lick here before we go out. Before we do that, I won't shake hands with you because you're holding those things in your hand.
Well, I should just shake your hand like that.
There you go. Good for you. All right. Good for me too. Pick a lick here, a couple rolls, and we're gonna. This is Matt Torsiel right here in Southern Country.
Okay.